Sunrise paints the wide river in hues of gold, mist rising like gentle dreams from the still blue surface. A large mango tree stands sentinel on the riverbank, its leaves whispering secrets to the morning breeze. The camera moves slowly toward the tree, drawn by an unseen magic in the tranquil scene. VO. Today's story is about two tiny friends, Zuzu the ant and Pia the pigeon, and how their friendship became the bravest thing in the forest. The sunlight intensifies, promising a day of adventure and untold stories along the riverbank. At the mango tree's base, Zuzu the ant diligently labors near her tiny tunnel. A peaceful river flows in the background, a stark contrast to Zuzu's miniature world. VO. By the wide blue river, under the big mango tree, lived Zuzu the ant. VO. Small, strong, and always busy. The camera pans to reveal Zuzu's tiny home, nestled at the tree's base. Zuzu, a silhouette against the sunlight, tirelessly works, a tiny hero in a vast world. Pia the pigeon perches gracefully on a low branch, bathed in sunlight. Butterflies flutter, their wings like jewels, around Pia as she preens. Pia flutters. Her movements are light against the backdrop of a clear sky. The camera ascends, revealing more butterflies dancing in the sunny sky. VO. And above him lived Pia, the pigeon, gentle, quick, and fond of chasing butterflies and sunny skies. On the forest floor, Zuzu strains, a tiny figure against a landscape of leaves and towering flora. A macro shot captures Zuzu's heroic struggle, hauling a grain up a steep leaf ramp. Every muscle in Zuzu's tiny body flexes as he pushes with all his might. The grain teeters precariously, threatening to tumble back down the incline. One more grain for the day. Narration booms, adding to the drama of Zuzu's Herculean task. Zuzu perseveres, driven by an innate instinct to prepare for the coming rainy days. Sunlight filters through the mango leaves as Pia sits on a sturdy branch, her laughter ringing through the air. She flutters her hands, carefree and light, a vision of youthful joy against the lush green backdrop. "You're missing all the fun," Pia exclaims, her voice echoing like a playful challenge in the grove. Below, Zuzu works diligently in the shade, a stark contrast to Pia's carefree spirit above. Pia, a fleeting silhouette against the bright sky, chases after butterflies with unrestrained glee. Zuzu continues working quietly, a silent testament to dedication beneath the vibrant mango tree. Clouds gather ominously over the river in a fast time-lapse, the sky darkening with impending rain. The first drops begin to fall, lightly peppering the water's surface, a prelude to the coming storm. Rain pours down in sheets, blurring the landscape and turning the river into a churning torrent. The water ripples and surges, reflecting the stormy sky above as the downpour intensifies. The camera pans slowly, revealing the relentless rain, transforming the once serene river into a raging force. Soon the skies turned gray, and rain fell for days. Food became hard to find, a voice echoes. Amidst the rain, Pia sits forlornly on a mango tree branch, her feathers ruffled, her eyes mirroring a deep sadness. Raindrops cling to the branch, each drop a tiny echo of the tears welling in Pia's eyes. VO. One morning, Pia sat with teary eyes. Below, the ground tells a story of desolation. Wet seeds scattered among the remains of empty bushes. Pia whispers to herself, her voice heavy with despair. I didn't eat for 2 days. The berries are gone. Emerging from the tunnel, Zuzu clutches dry grains wrapped carefully in a vibrant green leaf. A warm glow envelops the offering as Zuzu presents it toward the mango tree branch. Take this, Zuzu offers, his voice filled with heartfelt sincerity. Zuzu's eyes shine with earnest affection. You're my friend. The simple gift, a symbol of friendship, hangs suspended between earth and sky. Under the mango tree, Pia happily pecks at a grain, her tiny world filled with simple joys. A soft, gentle exchange passes between Pia and Zuzu, a silent language of friendship. Sunlight breaks through the clouds, bathing the scene in a warm, ethereal glow. From that rainy day on, friendship blossomed between the little ant and the pigeon. The bond between them deepens, a testament to unexpected friendships. Nature watches over them, the mango tree a silent witness to their growing camaraderie. Sunlight bathes the riverbank, the water shimmering. Zuzu walks along the rocks, humming softly, lost in the tranquil rhythm of nature. One hot day, Zuzu felt thirsty and walked to the river for a sip. A voice narrates as Zuzu nears the sparkling water's edge. Suddenly, Pia's shadow falls over Zuzu, a brief darkness disrupting the golden light, a subtle warning in the air. Zuzu pauses, the sunlight dancing on the water, momentarily distracted by the sudden shadow. From above, Pia's voice echoes with concern. "Be careful," she calls out, her voice cutting through the river's gentle sounds. Zuzu glances up, a flicker of acknowledgement in her eyes, before returning her gaze to the shimmering river. A macro shot captures Zuzu's foot losing its grip on a slick, mossy river rock. But Zuzu slipped on a wet rock and tumbled into the rushing water. A voice narrates as Zuzu is swept away. Plunged into the river, Zuzu is tossed among swirling leaves and chaotic ripples. "Help! I can't swim!" Zuzu cries out, his voice barely audible against the rushing current. The river's relentless flow carries Zuzu further downstream. Pia soars, a heroic figure against the bright sky, in a sweeping motion. A large green leaf falls from Pia's talons. Zuzu clings desperately to the leaf as it drifts along the river's current. The leaf carries Zuzu safely towards the distant shore. Quick-thinking Pia swooped down and dropped a leaf. Zuzu grabbed it and floated safely to the bank. Sunlight warms the riverbank as Zuzu and Pia rest side by side, a silent bond connecting them in the tranquil scene. Zuzu looks up at Pia, their eyes reflecting a depth of gratitude that words alone cannot express. "You risked your wings for me," says Zuzu, the words hanging softly in the sunlit air. Pia responds with simple, heartfelt sincerity. "You're my best friend." They promise to always help each other, their vow echoing softly against the gentle murmur of the river. Sunlight flickers through the leaves, dappling the riverbank with shifting shadows as a gentle breeze stirs the bushes. A hunter's shadow moves silently, a slingshot ready, casting an ominous presence near the mango tree. One day, while Zuzu hummed near the bushes, she spotted danger. A voice narrates, heightening the tension. The hunter creeps, aiming at the branches, his presence a looming threat to the tranquil scene. The camera focuses on the grass, capturing a footprint, a silent sign of the approaching danger. The rustling leaves whisper warnings as Zuzu senses the hunter's intent. A tiny ant, Zuzu, begins her ascent on the rough terrain of a colossal hunter's boot. Against the backdrop of the enormous shoe, Zuzu appears as a mere silhouette. Her tiny legs tremble, but her posture reflects unwavering determination. The low angle emphasizes Zuzu's bravery. This is for Pia, Zuzu thinks, her heart ablaze with courage. Fueled by love, Zuzu continues her climb. The slingshot fires, but the stone veers off course, missing its mark. Leaves rustle as the hunter, startled and confused, scans his surroundings. Pia, alarmed by the near miss, takes flight, darting away from danger. The stone missed. Pia fluttered away, safe. The hunter stomped off, angry and defeated. Under the mango tree, Zuzu calls up from the grass, her voice carrying on the gentle breeze. Pia returns to her perch on the branch, gazing down in wonder at Zuzu below. A soft sunbeam bathes them both in golden light, warming their faces and spirits. "It was me," Zuzu says, her voice filled with affection. "You saved me before I had to protect you." With tender affection, Pia gently embraces Zuzu with her wing, a silent promise of friendship. Beside the flowing river, Zuzu and Pia's small hands work together, gathering food with determined focus. They share a meager meal, their eyes meeting in a silent exchange of gratitude and mutual support. Laughter rings out as Zuzu and Pia play by the riverbank, their joy echoing in the open air. Sun flares paint the sky gold and amber as days melt into weeks, their bond deepening. Narration. And so Zuzu and Pia lived by the river, working, laughing. Narration. Proving that no friend is too small to be a hero. True friends always help each other. A lush mango tree stands by the riverbank, glowing in the evening sun. The scene is framed like a storybook illustration, creating a sense of gentle closure. Subscribe for more stories, the illustration whispers, inviting you deeper. VO. If you loved Zuzu and Pia, give us a big thumbs up and subscribe. See you next time. An endless void, a canvas of absolute nothingness. From the heart of darkness, a solitary spark ignites. The point of light flickers tentatively, a fragile promise in the vast expanse. It swells, pushing back the shadows, growing with steady resolve. A beacon in the infinite, a single light defying the all-encompassing void. Shafts of sunlight cut through the gloom, illuminating dust motes dancing in the air. An empty room stands silent, the air thick with anticipation. A single wooden chair sits center stage, stark and alone. The silence hangs heavy, amplifying the room's emptiness. An infinite expanse of nothingness. No light, no dark, just pure absence. A disembodied consciousness drifts, aware but without senses, lost in the void. The mind gropes for something, anything, in the emptiness, finding nothing. Thoughts echo in the silence, the only proof of existence in the absolute nothing. An infinite expanse of what isn't, stretching in every direction. Lost in the infinite, a solitary consciousness persists. An endless expanse of nothingness stretches out, devoid of light and shadow. A canvas of pure potential hangs suspended, silent and still, formless and infinite. A realm where anything is possible. The void awaits, a blank slate ready to be filled with stories untold. A universe of possibilities lies dormant, waiting for creation's first spark. An undefined expanse stretches under the daylight, an enigmatic stage set for an untold story. The location remains a mystery, its secrets veiled in the stillness of the day. A scene devoid of immediate action, yet pregnant with unspoken possibilities. The air hangs heavy with anticipation, a silent prelude to an unknown event. Even in its quietude, the scene pulses with a subtle, underlying tension. The undefined location waits, a blank canvas ready for the drama to unfold. Pure, unadulterated nothingness fills the void. A canvas of infinite black, where existence itself is undefined, an endless expanse. The ultimate blank slate.